Well, the UN is continuing to poke Israel in the eye, okay? Even after the U.S. abstaining from the vote that is now going to block Israeli settlements from being established there in the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Well, that wasn't enough. We've already seen that was Obama's betrayal of Israel. We know, look, guys, he's been saving this for a while, wanting to do this to Israel right on his way out the door. Well, the UN is not finished yet. No, they're going to continue with issuing and forming a blacklist against Israeli companies in those areas. That's right. The critics who thought the U.S. opened the UN's anti-Israel floodgates by abstaining on a vote condemning the settlements last week say an obscure subsequent move by the world body to establish a blacklist, okay, against the Israeli settlements are trying to prove, well, they're proving to be exactly right, that this is an anti-Israel campaign, okay? It's always been, okay? Now, lost amid the angry words that followed the December 23rd UN Security Council vote that critics called an American betrayal of Israel was a Christmas Eve appropriation of $138,700, okay, to fund a database of companies doing business in the West Bank. The measure puts the UN prestige behind the anti-Israel boycott, divestment, and sanctions campaign, okay? The types of data they are talking about requiring would be to form the basis for future sanctions against companies that did business on the West Bank, okay? Fox News contributor and former U.S. ambassador to the UN, John Bolton, told FoxNews.com, "That's the only purpose of it that I can see." The request for funding, first adopted last April, would, quote, investigate the implications of the Israeli settlements on the civil, political, economic, social, and cultural rights of the Palestinian people throughout the occupied Palestinian territory, which extends to East Jerusalem, and would, quote, produce a database of all business enterprises working in territories disputed between Israel and the Palestinians. Now, Bolton went on to say here that the database is, quote, an effort to lay the groundwork for the UN Security Council to follow up on its anti-settlement declaration by imposing costly economic sanctions. Although the Obama administration was widely criticized for not using its Security Council veto power to stop the anti-settlement resolution, it did oppose the General Assembly's move to create the database. In close consultation and cooperation with Israel, we joined the Israelis recently in opposing funding for work related to the database, but this effort, unfortunately, was not successful, U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Samantha Power, told FoxNews.com in an emailed statement. We will continue to strongly oppose, in close coordination with Israel, any additional measures related to this one-sided effort if they arise moving forward. The stunning decision by the U.S. to abstain and therefore allow passage of the anti-settlement resolution exposed a deep rift between Israel and the Obama administration. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu accused the White House of helping to craft and push this resolution, which initially was put forward by Egypt and then pursued by New Zealand, Malaysia, Senegal, and Venezuela. And look, Netanyahu said, he said, we're cutting all you guys off that went against us. Okay, you went and you tried to adopt this, you try to get this to push through after Egypt dropped it. Don't expect on us to help you out anymore. We're cutting everything off as a whole with you guys, okay? And I don't blame him. And look, Netanyahu also said they have concrete evidence. He said ironclad proof that the Obama administration was behind this resolution in the first place. Interesting. I want to see when that comes up, but he says he's not going to share that. He's going to share that information with Donald Trump's administration after January 20th. So that's going to be interesting to find out what exactly that is, okay? Now, it goes on to say here, there is a structural institutional bias against Israel, and approving money to blacklist the Israeli companies is helping the BDS movement, basically another opportunity for the UN to single out Israel. Former Israeli UN ambassador Ron Prosser told Fox News, there is nothing constructive here. This will not lead to anything but more violence in the region. And that's exactly right, guys. There's never going to be peace there until Jesus Christ comes back. Okay, there's just not. Prosser said that Israelis will not be the only ones affected by the so-called blacklist. He said that Israeli companies employ 30,000 Palestinians in the West Bank, and punishing their employers will hurt them as well. U.S. lawmakers on both sides of the state or of the aisle have blasted the U.S. role in the passage of the Security Council resolution. The House is set to vote Thursday on a resolution opposing it. So, what's going to happen here? We have a lot of things coming up. Some important things to keep in mind here. January 15th, there's going to be a huge gathering of 70 nations that are going to meet in France that are going to vote on a potential two-state solution, okay, between Israel and the Palestinians. Okay, this is something they've wanted to do for a long time. They want to split the land of Israel. Okay, this is 5 days, guys. 5 days before Donald Trump gets inaugurated. We know the friendship between him and Benjamin Netanyahu. We know it's tight. We know that Netanyahu reached out to Trump. He wanted his help. Trump strongly condemned the U.S. abstaining from this vote. He says we need to support Israel. He's absolutely right. We've had a president for 8 years, okay? 8 years that's done nothing but try to put Israel down and push for the Palestinian state, okay? But now things are about to change. Donald Trump's going to step in. Things are going to be different. What are we going to see happen? Well, for one, I expect Trump to cut off funding to the UN as a whole. Not only that, but expect to see Trump move the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. And that's going to be huge. That's going to make a lot of people mad. But you know what? Trump doesn't care. Okay? Expect to see that happen. He will declare Jerusalem to be the official capital of Israel when he moves that embassy. Wait for it. It's going to come. Okay? Hold out for it. That'll be a great thing. That's one way he can respond. Okay? So things are going to get interesting, guys. Let's wait and see how everything plays out. I'll keep you updated about what's going on. This is my channel, CardsFan480. I'm here on both YouTube and also on Periscope. So feel free to subscribe if you guys like what you see. I'll continue bringing you all the latest breaking news, current world events, and Bible prophecy updates as they become available. Guys, as always, if you've never accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, look, He's coming soon, guys. Let me know. Drop me a comment below. Let me know you would like to be saved. Okay, I'll write you back with a very easy prayer you can say out loud where you can receive Christ as your Lord and Savior, be born again, come into the kingdom, have everlasting life in heaven, perfect joy and peace on the inside of your heart, guys. I promise you it will be the greatest decision that you ever make. To the new subscribers, thank you so much for joining up with this channel. It means a great deal for me for your support. And guys, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, share these videos out there on your social media networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is that you have. There's a ton of them out there. Help me spread the word about what it is that I'm doing here, getting the news out there about what's taking place in the world, the current world events relating to Bible prophecy, but also letting people know that we have a hope in Jesus Christ. That's the main thing I want to get out there to people. So if you could do that for me, guys, I would greatly appreciate it, all right? Keep it tuned here, guys. I got more stuff coming for you. Take care. God bless. I'll talk to you soon.